Try this again.
All right, no. All right, now we're on page 417 and we're solving compound inequalities. All right, so first of all, I want you to look at number 20.
Number 20.
Number 20. So number 20, I have negative 6 is less than or equal to 2t minus 5, which is less than or equal to negative 3. All right, who's going to help me solve this one?
I'm not.
Let's see here. You.
Yes.
Let me solve this one.
Plus 5 on three sides.
And
This
6. Okay, because we're going to get just the t by itself in the middle. So instead of having 2 sides, we have 3 sides. Middle and on each end. Okay? So negative 6 plus 5, negative 1 is less than or equal to 2t. Okay?
And
Less than or equal to
2.
2. Now what?
Divide 2 on
Divide 2
three
here. Divide 2 here. Divide 2 here. Okay? Now what?
Negative 1 over 2 is less than or equal to t or less than or equal to 1.
Very good.
How do we graph this?
All right. Now, what is our graph going to represent, guys? Is it going to be separate or intersection?
Intersection.
Intersection, okay? Because this is an and or an or.
And.
And, okay? All right, so we just have 1, and I'm just going to put 1 and then negative 1. Because we're at negative 1/2, that would be between 0 and negative 1. And it's going to be a solid dot, and then a solid dot on 1, and then everything in between. Okay? All right, let's do another one. Let's do an or. So let's jump down and look at number 22. Okay, so number 22, I have 9s minus 6 is less than 12, or 3s plus 1 is greater than 13. Okay, Zoe, I'm going to come back to you.
Alright, first you would add 6 to each side
So 9s,
is less than 18.
okay.
And then you go to the other, and then you would, actually no, we say it that one.
Let's go ahead and solve for
Yes.
s.
You divide each side by 9, which would get you s is less than negative, not negative, positive 2.
Good. And now what?
And now you would subtract 1 from each side, which would give you 3s is greater than 12. You
Okay.
divide each side by 3, which would give you s is greater than 4.
Zoe, would you like to come up and graph it?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
You're famous.
Only thing is 2.
Oh, yeah,
2 and 1.
2, you go this way. And then 4, you go this way.
It always happens the first time on camera. Okay. All right, so if you will notice with or, we're going in 2 separate directions. Okay, so good job on the graphing there. All right, so any questions on how to do those? Okay, then, does everybody understand how to do the ands and the ors?
Yes,
Does anybody want me to work another one?
23, please.
Okay, I can do 23. We can do that.
You just
So much for cleaning the board. Okay, number 23. Is that, okay, that is an or. We have negative 4w plus 12 is greater than or equal to 10, or 5w minus 14 is greater than negative 4. Okay, Riley, what am I going to do first?
You're gonna add 12, subtract 12 for both sides.
Subtract 12 from both sides. negative 4W is greater than or equal to negative 2. Now what?
You're gonna divide negative 4 to both sides.
Yes. Okay, so W is what?
Greater than or equal to 1/2. A half. Less than or equal to
Right.
1/2.
You divided by negative, so it would be positive 1/2. Or, okay, continue on.
Now you would add 14 to both sides. And you would divide by 5 on both sides.
Hold on a minute, we're not finished.
Oh, you have to bring down
Greater than?
and 10.
10, now what?
Now you divide by 5.
And W is greater than
2.
2. Okay, so now 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what? Oh, you want to come fill it in?
I'm good.
Okay.
You would,
She changed her mind. She's not as camera shy.
I have to leave.
To hide the bounds.
Okay, very good. There's our answer. Okay, good job. All right, now we're going to talk about absolute value. Okay, so I want you now to look on page 417 at 6.4, review on absolute value. Actually, no,
Wait,
6.5. All right, so we're going to first of all look at number 24, the absolute value of R equals 7. Luke, what would be my answer for that?
R equals 7
R equals 7
and R equals -7.
and negative 7. Good job. Okay, now let's move on to number 25. 25, I have the absolute value of A plus 6 equals 2. Mark,
You would subtract 6 from both sides.
what about,
Abs-
we gotta do something first. We have to set up two equations. A plus 6,
equals 2, and then A plus 6 equals -2.
that is exactly what I was looking for. Now, tell me what else.
So you would subtract 6 from both sides,
A equals
-4.
-4,
And then you get A equals
A equals
-8.
-8. Good, good. All right, now let's go ahead and look at a multi-step one like number 28. So I want you to look at number 28. Drew, I'm feeling maybe you need to help me out with that one.
I'm feeling it out.
Come on, Drew. Here's 4. 28, 3
Make you
times 2q plus 1, the absolute value, minus 5 equals 1. All right, Drew, what am I going to do first?
Make him come up and solve it to wake him up.
Nope.
I'm gonna add 5 to both sides.
Add 5 to both sides.
room.
Good. Okay, so now we're going to bring down the 3, and then 2q plus 1 equals 1 plus 5 is 6. Now what?
Divide 3 from both sides.
We are going to divide both sides by 3. Good. Now I have the absolute value of 2q plus 1 equals what? 2. Okay, now what? How do I finish solving this?
Turn that to 2 equations.
Turn it into 2 equations, and what would those 2 equations be?
2q plus 1 equals 2. 2q minus 1 equals 2.
Alright, now let's finish solving it.
Let's see. So you subtract both sides by 1.
Okay, so minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Okay, so 2q equals what?
1.
1. And 2q
-3.
equals -3. Now what? Divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Q equals 1/2, and Q equals -3/2. And there you go. There's your answer. Yes, sir.
Could I come up and do number 29?
You can. That's okay. He can have his 15 minutes of fame.
Well, I didn't get none.
You didn't want any. You said no.
15 minutes.
Okay, well, maybe 1 minute of fame. So, all right, this board is getting pretty rough. We're gonna try the blue marker for this one, just so we can give it a clean. Okay, so you wanna do number 29, which is 4 times the absolute value of 3p minus 2 plus 5 equals 11. There you go, take it away. Okay. You're right. Yeah. Huh? I do. There you go. We're taping. Actually, that would be 1.7, because it's 1.666. So it would be 1.7. And you put it in decimal,
.17?
it would be 0.17, yes. Okay, and good, he worked it out right. So what he did is he subtracted 5 from both sides first of all, which is correct, and then he came up with 4, 3p minus 2 equals 6/2. He just went and divided that into 6.4 to 1.5. He made a decimal out of it, which I'll let you do this time, okay? And then 3p minus 2 equals 1.5, and 3p minus 2 equals -1.5. I'm just gonna drop those absolute value signs. He added 2 to both sides and then divided by 3 and got 1.6. Added 2 to both sides and then divided by 3 and got 0.17. Okay, so good job. Okay, and then that is all that we're gonna cover for the test. Does anybody else have any other questions for the test?
Nope.
You feel pretty good? How about some of the word problems? There's gonna be some word problems on there. You wanna work another one? Yes,
Number 30.
number 30, okay, bowling. There's not gonna be an absolute value word problem.
Yes, thank you. What
Let's go ahead and look at number 12, gymnastics. In men's gymnastics, an athlete competes in 6 events. Suppose that an athlete average score per event is at most 9.7 points. Write some of the inequalities to find the possible total score, or write an inequality to find the possible total score. Okay, so he competes in 6 events. So we know his average score is 9.7. Okay, so we know his average score is at most 9.7. Okay, so it's at least 9.7 or less than. The most is 9.7. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all of his scores, which is an X value, and divide it by 6 because he competed in 6 events. Then you'll multiply both sides by 6 here, and when you work it out, you will get, that will cancel X is less than or equal to, and I'm multiplying.
58.2.
Yes, 58.2 points. That would be the total points from all 6 events or less than that.